Greetings all, Fanny here for Cancer's weekend message. Cancer, the first card that came out for you is Nine of Swords reverse. I personally love seeing this because the Nine of Swords is traditionally a card of a lot of mental warfare. Instability causing insomnia, battles of the mind, and generally not feeling safe in your own head. And that has created a lot of instability with the Temperance in reverse. Traditionally, the image of balance and keeping things in a flow state. And then all this upset being caused by this mental war. Unconscious coming to light with the moon, giving illumination to it all. Balancing the shadow and the light. That is what these two represent. In the traditional tarot, it is a dog and a wolf, representing the more domesticated and feral sides of each person. And maybe these have kind of been at a war state with you, Cancer. I mean, even in your sign symbol of like the nines or the sixes, or the symbology of Cancer is a spiral, is a continuation. And I like that we even have the little claws down here. It's lobster claws, but still pincers for Cancer, so I like to see that. Spirit, what has caused this mental warfare in Cancer? Knight of Diamonds, Ten of Cups, and the Hierophant. I feel like expectations and what people are trying to force upon you is not in alignment with what you truly want. Like, the image of what is supposed to be a happy, loving relationship, the ideal family home, maybe that has not sat with you well, and you always felt a little uncomfortable or uneased by it. Then you have the Hierophant, who is They are the priests, they are the preachers, they are the religious and spiritual figures. Maybe you are more called to this sort of path instead of a traditional role that you may have been born into due to a family situation of like, oh, all the men go and do this kind of job and all the women go and do this with the kids, and everything in your life is trying to push you into a box that was not yours. Like, they're trying to push you into something that it does not fit with you. And you're in this mental state of, I don't feel like myself here. So can I go seek? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight because he is observing. He's taking in his surroundings and understanding what he is going into before moving forward. And that sort of awareness, that sort of illumination, consciously or unconsciously, is an incredible aid, Cancer. It's sort of like reading the room and getting a vibe check of specific people before entering in. And maybe you've had to do that. That is actually a trauma response, I believe. Like listening to footsteps and knowing whose it is, or recognizing people's breathings, their patterns, looking at a situation and trying to gauge what's going on before going in. That, I believe, is a trauma response. And I could certainly see that. Cancer, I want to tell you that you're incredibly strong. Because every person is fighting a war you know nothing about. And there are people that have overlooked the war you're fighting. And I'm sorry that people have not seen you in the way that you need to be seen. I want you to know that I do see you. Because I have my own experiences with trauma, with family situations. So, yeah, Six of Diamonds. People trying to take so much from you. People trying to take everything from you. And you're at an impasse right now. Absolutely. Cancer, you're at an impasse where you have to make a decision. Will you stay in this situation of mental warfare and proposed happiness that is draining you, or will you choose to make your own way, make your own path, and choose yourself? Will you choose to go on an adventure? Will you choose to go on to something that you have open up that came out from Damien? You're being asked to open your heart to another. Let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. I feel like an opportunity may be coming across your path here, Cancer. And it will drastically change your life. So you have the allow card. You're being asked to open up your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow. It is safe to open yourself back up. There is something and someone coming in who will see you. A change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you are becoming. Change isn't easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. To unprogram your mind and your mentality, it is very difficult because you have to rework and go back and find what is true and what isn't true from everything that we are taught in school, by our societies, by our teachers, parents, figures in our lives. People have constantly told us what happiness looks like, what you're supposed to do to become happy, to become successful. And happiness looks different to everyone. Success looks different to everyone. So why is there this one-size-fits-all mentality of what we're supposed to do? You have your uniqueness. You have free will for a reason, Cancer. This isn't something that we were given because we live in a certain country. This is something we have because we are human. Because in this realm, that is our blessing and our curse. Free will. That is what our souls are here to learn about. To discover the ends that someone will go when they have decided that they will do something. What will and will not limit them, and what they will do to get to that point of happiness. This is part of our human experience. And if what you are experiencing now is not in alignment, or if it does not feel like where you're supposed to be, then shift, then change. You have so much more power than you give yourself credit for. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus, myself. And we are stubborn. Take some of that stubbornness, take some of that groundedness, and finally decide to choose yourself. Because there is something so beautiful about who you are that has not been nurtured, that has not been nourished, that has not been encouraged. And I am here to tell you that is what we need more of in this world. Weirdness, different perspectives, skills, talents, viewpoints that have been shifted and changed and nurtured and brought up to be something to be celebrated, not discriminated against. You are wonderful, Cancer, and I want you to finally realize that about yourself. Have a beautiful day.